Towards the end?
Yeah, towards. I mean, that's what's most important. I mean, we all probably have the general gist. Although, if someone wants to recap it, that would probably be wise. But I think the most important things. Yeah, the most important things.
The
are
end
like the
was with Senior recently finding out through the betrayal of Ivaris that one of our teammates
you
was
guys
responsible
knew
for
what was
getting...
up. Rimple thought I was cool, and look what happened. So, I prepared better.
That is true. He is a known backstabber.
Are awaiting trial now.
Right. So
in Cobalt.
Yeah, so that's what I thought as well. And so my understanding was that someone had opted, and I can't recall who, but I had in my notes that someone had opted for I just had that it was opted for trial by combat. Is that a thing? Did I just make that up?
No, so we asked about it, and they were like, "Yeah, you can, but the dragon is our champion, so you got to get our dragon back. Then you can have trial by combat."
Okay, I recall that as well, and I had the dragon notation. But is that where we ended, like right after that conversation, basically? Because I don't have anything after that.
I went down and talked to Meepo Senior. Meepo Senior was on his way back to the Queen when I got back to the party, and told them that Pinrap the jigs up. If we're getting, we best get now.
Okay, so that's where we ended then. So it was that Meepo Senior. Meepo Senior. How did he even get in that room? Sorry, so that's where we ended then. Basically, is the sort of the pre-resolution of what is going to happen next. You can either look for the dragon, or there's going to be a trial by combat, or.
So, by the way, that aligns with my recollection of us after all that happened, us trying to talk our way out of just, hey, let us go now, and you pulling some nonsense. Because we were making logical sense to not Meepo Senior. Oh, to Meepo Senior, and I think the Queen or whoever, and you pulling some nonsense.
Was that before
No,
or
they
after?
were pretty set on not letting us go at that point.
More betrayal from you. Listen.
Just Ivaris the Betrayer, I think, is now. That's really funny. Okay, so I guess we can pick up there then, as far as everyone's concerned. And so what?
Oh shit! I just realized something.
What?
I thought the subclass was called Betrayal Master, but it's Battle Master. I have been fucking up, guys.
No.
Gotta start over.
Yep. All right. So let's go back to session 1. What's everyone's name? Where are you from? What are your abilities? Okay. So, what would you guys like to do?
Level up to level 4.
Was that what was the last? You guys leveled up to 3, right?
We leveled up to 3 episodes ago.
Okay. All right, so it's going to be at least, because Craig just, every time Craig queries about when you guys level up, it adds an extra episode to the level up. So you guys
have a calendar?
I do, actually.
No, don't you dare!
There's 3 more episodes. You have 3 more episodes. It was just 1, and then Craig had mentioned it earlier, and then now what are we at?
If we offer Bungo as a sacrifice to the kobolds, do we get our week back?
Yeah, so here's what's going to happen. So you guys can collectively, this is a democracy, so you can collectively vote.
Except Ivaris, right? Ivaris is not in this vote.
You can collectively vote to take a level from Craig, and you all get to level up.
Whoa, that's easy.
But you have to take the level specifically. Like someone has to take a monk level. Someone has to take a rogue level.
Yeah, that's also true, unfortunately. So you guys get to choose. You can take a monk level, a rogue level, or what are we? A warlock level? Is that what we're?
We added warlock level, yeah.
Yeah. So that's your. You all get to choose that, and you can add that to your character sheet if you want. And Craig has to go down one of those. The same one. The same one as well. So you can't. No hijinks. I'll let you guys think about it at the end of this session. You can make your choice. Okay, so all right, so there's a bunch of options, right? There's I guess the traditional fight your way out option, not recommended, given the kobolds you can see and the kobolds you cannot see. There's search for the dragon, I guess. There's some convincing option, I suppose, some charisma option that you could go for.
We could also just check the goblin side of this citadel and see if they've got a way out. I mean, because they trade with people occasionally because they were like selling those bushes that turn into twig blights. I think
That is yes, that is also true.
Well, just throwing this out there, since Pinrap is no longer
Dead.
here, can we just say, "Yep, it's on Pinrap" and get out of jail
Guy
free?
did it.
Yeah, I mean,
True.
I just again my notes.
It's on him.
Yeah,
He did it.
I definitely have.
He's
She offered you the option of leaving the wrongdoers behind. Although I believe that the option was that you leave Ulfgar and Pinrap behind, because
that
Ulfgar
was
had the head.
they didn't know who actually did it, and we refused to tell them who was guilty.
Okay, so all right, yeah. If you want to go down that path, I mean, she has already offered you that option in the past. I would imagine that it would not take as much convincing as, "Hey, let us all go for free, please," to make that path happen.
Yeah, I think we were definitely on that. Fair is fair. We're all about honesty, and he did something wrong, and he's got to pay for his crimes.
All right, are you gonna try to say that to someone that's like just say that to someone in the game, or are you just saying that out loud as you walk through the hall?
Oh, no, we're just taking. Yeah, we'll tell her. Hey, what's fair is fair. It seems like a reasonable option. I hope he has a fair trial, and we'll be leaving now. Have a nice life.
Trying to recall how to do much of anything in Roll20 right now. So we'll put Pinrap back on the map here. All right. So what are you going to try to do? You're convincing Usadrill that you're going to leave Pinrap and that he was the one who did it, and I don't know. I guess let the rest of us all go.
Well, I don't know how much convincing it is. It's just a yeah. No, we agree with your suggestion to leave the wrongdoer here. Right? It was Usadrill's suggestion, so I'm not trying to convince her.
And how
Agreeing.
how are you going to deal with the fact that the head was in Ulfgar's bag, and I believe he didn't want to. There was some kerfuffle about him not wanting to give it back, that it was his head or something.
Oh, I thought we buried the head.
Yeah, until
we gave back the head earlier.
I think Ivaris forcibly took it from him to much to the dismay of Ulfgar.
Yeah, we got rid of the head earlier. The head's not in his possession or anything.
Sure. But the head came from his possession.
I mean, for
to
safety.
be fair, he did also have he just emptied out a backpack full of
heads, right?
So
right.
it's not like
Ivaris,
it was specific.
Stop
kobold.
talking. You're not helping.
All right. Well, let's see some. All right. So you say that to Usadrill, I assume. Let's see.
Yep.
Let's see some charisma rolls. I'm gonna need something. It can't just be a nothing. I mean, if you roll like a nat 1 or something, you're not getting out of there with that.
Okay. Funny you should mention charisma rolls, because one of the new cantrips I have.
Oh, dog! I don't recommend it.
Oh yeah. It better work.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna cast that on.
Ugh.
You're gonna cast that on Usadrill. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah.
All right.
What's the worst could happen? So
When she becomes
am-
hostile in a minute?
maybe. I mean, it's plenty of time.
All right, so you cast friends on Usadrill, and what happened? What? So you still got to make the charisma roll. We'll assume that you cast that. You say that to her, and okay, so she says, "Oh, I cannot recall her name. I cannot recall her voice, but she says, All right, so she says, turn over the prisoner, and I suppose some of you can leave. Are you still gonna find my dragon?
Oh, lady,
What?
we'll
When did
find
we
your
promise the
dragon.
dragon? Yeah, we never promised the dragon. We said we'd look for it. We did.
And you didn't find it?
Yeah, I think the goblins must have done something to the dragon.
As she is talking to you, they are escorting Pinrap into
Executed.
into this room and guarding the door. All right, so she sort of like waves her hand for a second, and these kobolds sort of make a path for you. And she says, if you wish, you may leave.
Okay.
But
bye.
as you're walking past, you have to. I don't know why all the tokens reset. But
See ya.
as you're walking past, you have to walk past Meepo Senior, which is
Adios, senior. That guy,
So-
he did it. See you later.
So he doesn't say anything to you. Oh wait, hold on. I need this other token. This is the one I want. So he doesn't say anything to you. Oh no, why is this getting bigger? Stop.
Ah!
Okay.
Great size though.
So he doesn't say anything to anyone who passes so far. But when Ulfgar gets to him, which we'll say is after Ivaris, when Ulfgar gets to him, Meepo Senior is like he turns his broom horizontally and like stops him from walking past.
Anything? He just holds out a broom.
No, he like pushes him back and like gives him a look, like I don't know how to explain, a feisty look.
For Ulfgar?
To Ulfgar, yeah.
Why are we going to art?
Oh yeah, does someone want to be Ulfgar for a minute, or?
I'll be Ulfgar for a minute.
Okay.
This
So
small kobold.
he sort of like puts his up and like pushes you back with it and like gives you the head wave. Like he waves his head, he nods his head back and forth like no. I think you were involved.
I liked heads. I just love heads.
You were the one who had my son's head.
I'm sorry, I didn't know he was your son. I just, I see a head, I pick it up, I put it in my bag, it stays there for a while. I can't help what heads fall on the ground, and I did not cause that head to be severed.
Okay, Ulfgar did cause his head to be severed, didn't he?
After he was dead.
Right.
He
Okay.
was well dead.
Sure. So you need to roll a deception. I don't know how you can. I don't. Do you have access? Does anyone have access to his sheet? Let's see. I do.
Technically, Meepo's head was on the ground when it was severed, so he is telling the truth.
It was not on the ground. How is it? How is a head on the ground before it's severed?
Didn't sever
Because he
from a
was
living
asleep
creature.
when Pinrap killed him, which is why I was so goddamn upset with Pinrap in the first place.
Okay, it doesn't. He was not, but it was still. Bungo, that is not his sheet. That's your sheet, isn't it? Or was it his?
We're gonna do his.
Well, it doesn't
Except
matter.
for you.
No, maybe he did. Maybe he did his. I don't know, because his is +1, so 15 is fine. Who's ever that is. Okay, so he believes. Okay, I still don't like it. You shouldn't be carrying around heads, particularly those of people's children.
Everyone's somebody's child.
Meepo was my child. And he just starts weeping.
And pat him on the shoulder. I'm sorry for your lost friend.
He drops his broom, and he's just like collapsed onto the ground weeping.
Past him now.
What'd you say, John?
Going past him now.
I didn't get any more of that. What did you say? Sorry.
Him now.
Is anyone hearing what he's saying, or is it just me?
You can hear me?
Just the word now over and over.
Yeah, I just hear the word now. I don't know, but I could tell you're saying something else, but I just keep hearing now.
It's me saying I moved past him now.
Yeah,
What I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, you move past him. He has collapsed on the ground crying.
Can I make his room glow? Or maybe put an illusion of Meepo in front of him?
Yeah. Do you have a spell or something that does that, or are you just... Yep, you could do that. He's on the ground crying, like he's not paying attention. Does someone want to like tap him, or can it talk?
If I keep casting stuff. Yeah, if I do it a couple of times, I can.
Ulfgar, do you want to like tap him, or does anyone want to interact with him in some fashion to alert him to the fact that there's his son apparently has appeared next to him?
Oh, look!
He sort of like looks up and says, Meepo? Is that you?
Yeah, I'll cast another one and just like have him make a generic kobold sound.
Okay.
Maybe
gotta make it.
whispered and muddled.
What is your spell save DC?
He actually matched it.
So he swings his broom at the figure, and he just howls in like pain and anger, and he's just, what is this trickery? And when he says that, the other kobolds sort of like start rushing toward you to try to determine like what is all the commotion about.
We were already past him.
All right, so where was what? All right, okay. Where was Ulfgar when he tapped him?
Was walking past when he tapped him, so
All right, so he's
probably
like,
right behind Ivaris. Yeah.
all right, cool. Okay, so the kobolds start moving toward you, and
gotta go.
and saying, "Wait, wait, wait!" to you guys. Do you keep moving away, or what is Ivaris and Lena doing?
I am.
I'll stand where I'm at.
Ulfgar should keep moving.
Okay. All right, so Ulfgar is going to keep moving. This before Ulfgar can get out, these kobolds sort of stand in their way, and they're like, as you guys move past them and they hear yelling in the hallway, they start heading this way. But the three of you get past. Ulfgar and Ivaris do not.
Can I try one more imaginary thing on these new ones?
Sure.
I want to put an imaginary wall in front of them that's like 5 feet.
So where would the wall be, just for my purposes?
Sure.
Like in the doorway or something along or before they even started to move that way, when they maybe took 1 or 2 steps?
Maybe like here. Oh, God.
Okay, all right.
Fine.
Let me roll there. Okay, so one of them is like realizes that it's a trick, and the other one stops for a second and like starts to like hobble backward, but this one moves into the where the wall is supposedly, and like turns to look at you and like scowls. He says, "It's just a trick," in Kobold to the other one, and this one starts moving toward you.
Oh, good day.
All right, so you're gonna start running away, Bungo. What are Lena and Sizzler gonna do in response to that specifically?
Yep.
All right, Sizzler runs away. Lena?
I don't know.
Oh. Okay.
Nothing. I'll stay there for now.
Okay. The kobold who's moving toward you doesn't seem to be too bothered by you, Lena, and starts walking toward, like he walks right past you. This kobold gets in the doorway. All right, Ivaris, what are you going to do? And John, you can keep playing Ulfgar if that works for you.
I will kneel down next to Meepo. Oh, I guess I need to make a save against that illusion.
Well, you could or you don't have to. I mean, he already said out loud that it was an illusion. So. All right, so you kneel down next to him, and he was weeping, and now he's sort of in a wild state. He's mad. He's not mad at you, but he's mad at Ulfgar, who you are now between the two of them. And he's sort of holding his broom in a threatening manner, but not at you, like clearly at Ulfgar behind you.
Meepo, please try to calm down. I don't think that was supposed to be any kind of insult or attack towards you. I think it was meant to try to give you a little closure. It seems to have been in poor taste, and I apologize, but I think it was with good intent.
Poor taste would have been a headless Meepo.
He just starts crying again. How could this happen to me?
Poor as hell.
Roll some sort of charisma check of ours. Okay. So your words do seem to alleviate some of the anger portion of it. And he sort of seems like he's just back to sadness. These other kobolds that have all sort of gathered around heard your words as well and seem to not be as curious, if you will, or inquisitive as they were previously. But they're still sort of moving in the general direction of you guys.
Ulfgar, we should probably go.
All right, so do you want to move, or?
Yeah.
I can move.
Okay. This one at the door?
Yeah. So they let Ivaris pass. He lets Ulfgar pass. He gives him a scowl, but he lets Ulfgar pass. He shouts something through the doorway to the other kobold, who sort of stands aside and lets you guys pass. Okay. Okay, so long as the two of you want to leave that room, they let you pass without any further I don't know, action whatsoever. I mean, they just sort of watching you go through the door.
Now that we have averted that potential crisis, I have a question.
Okay.
Have in my inventory a kobold treasure key, but I don't remember if I knew
It
where
is
that
the
went
key
to or not.
the dragon-headed door down here, probably.
Yeah, you don't know where it is to, but you could certainly try it on that door. I think that's the only locked door that is on this side of the Citadel, if I recall correctly. So it would make sense to try it. Or maybe it would. Maybe you'll explode. I don't know. I actually don't. I have to scroll back. I mean, I have to like look back in the notes. You might explode. Just FYI. Yeah, but you got that from Usadrill, who had it as part of the sort of prize purse of you coming back and bringing I don't know, slaying Bellic, I guess. And so
I think it was like the Goblin King killing him, or at least getting rid of him.
no, because he didn't give that to you though, did he? Oh,
No, that was her reward to us because we were like, yeah, we fucked up that Goblin King.
correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah, it did come from her though, is the point. So what would you guys like to do?
GTFO.
All right, so Bungo wants to go. Sizzler, you have the key. Oh, Sizzler, you were not here for the key portion though. Yeah, you're gonna have to follow Lena or Ivaris, basically.
Following my saviors.
Because everyone, you guys know about the key, right? I mean, I think she gave it over like publicly.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah. So
we all reached for it at the same time from her palm.
Right. So you all saw that Sizzler got that key. So Ivaris and Lena, if you, I mean, obviously feel free to lead him to the door and say, hey, can you try it here? And we can go from there as Bungo frantically tries to run out of the Citadel.
Quickly move. That's all. Not running.
Okay. Just move swiftly.
I'm just moving at double Bungo pace.
Okay.
Can I open the door?
You can try to open the door.
Yes.
Are you trying to use the key that is in Sizzler's possession, or?
Yes.
Nobody asked me.
Yeah, are you gonna try to steal it from Sizzler?
Sizzler, give me the key.
Key?
Key. Bird brain, give me the key. This is the worst.
I'll hand her the key.
Oh, okay. No, I did not.
No, we did not.
No,
We did check your sensitivity.
Yeah. All right. So you have the key now, Lena.
Yeah, open the door.
All right. So the door, as the door opens, a hissing noise and a puff of dust around the door indicate that the chamber beyond has been sealed for ages. Dust, long undisturbed, covers every surface of this large gallery. The air here is stale. 3 alcoves are on the north wall, and 1 is on the south wall. Each alcove contains a dust-covered stone pedestal with a fist-sized crystalline globe resting on it. The globes in the northern alcoves are cracked and dark, but the globe on the southern alcove glows with a soft blue light. Faint tinkling notes issue from it. Let me unlock this.
Tinkling notes?
Yeah, that's what it. Yep.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with this room. That's all you guys.
Tinkling notes. Enjoy, team.
Do I recognize the song?
Yes, it's a song about. I think it's a song entitled "Tinkle Tinkle Little Star."
Oh, I think that was done by the Piss Bard.
Okay, so what
it says?
Who's moving into the room first and foremost? Let's do this in a relatively orderly fashion. Who is moving into the room?
Me.
And in what order?
Lena, Sizzler.
Ivaris, are you going into the room?
Yeah, I'll go in. I'll check out the music ball.
Bungo, are you going into the room?
I'll stand in the doorway.
Okay.
I'm not going in, but I'm not going out either.
All right. Okay, so Lena, go ahead and do what you're going to do, or Sizzler, you can do what you're going to do. Like whoever wants to move from the positions that you're in, that's totally fine. If you're going to go check the ball, that's fine. If you're going to try to move to the next door, which you can see, that's fine.
Do I know what this place is?
No. It's not something that you've encountered before. Sizzler, same with you. It's not something that you've encountered before per se. The ball seems to have some magical. The balls themselves seem to have some magical quality to them. Although, sort of what you can gather from 3 not being lit up, you're not sure what's wrong with the other 3, or if there's anything wrong with the other 3, or what. But you don't like recall this as from anything you've encountered before per se.
Can I touch one of the dead ones?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I touch it.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nope. Nothing happens.
Can I pick
Can
it
I
up?
detect magic on the glowing one?
You can. So as before you do that, as Ivaris moves toward the lit globe, this like sort of brooding, gloomy music starts to play fairly loudly. I mean, loud enough that Bungo, you hear it echoing past you, and loud enough that you would imagine it even fills into the circular tower room behind you, Bungo.
Where does this music originate from?
From the lit globe.
It's Jumanji in there.
So I'm going to need. We're going to take like a 2-second bathroom break, but I'm going to need everyone to roll wisdom saving throws. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Whoops.
Oh God.
Hey, cool. We probably did. That's fine.
Oh God. Yeah, it's apparently better if you're not standing near it.
Who knew?
Ominous, glowing magic balls. I'm not a fan of magic balls.
Just regular ones, right?
Who got him?
I'll leave that to you.
Okay. All right, so let's see. We got some wisdom saving throws. Ooh, not good, not good, not good, and Bungo's is fine.
I wanted to do Tied to Chaos to reroll it.
Okay, do you have to roll in the wild magic table for that?
That
Yes.
happens after she casts a spell that has a level after this.
Okay, so
No, for you. Oh,
So you
yeah.
get to re-roll, and then later when you cast a leveled spell, then that's when you do wild magic.
Chaos.
can you click it, Lena, so we can read it, please? I want to. Okay, got it. All right. Yep, go for it. Reroll your wisdom. Okay. Second one is fine. So, Sizzler and Ivaris. You must move toward, let's see. You inexplicably feel like a horrible sort of fear overcome your body, and you take a dash action, so double your movement to the starting room of out of the circle room into the room with the squiggly trap lines. And for everyone who rolled a 15 or above, the music doesn't stop, but it gets like the volume cuts in half, and nothing happens to you.
Can I dance along with the music?
Yeah, of course. Roll a performance. It's a pretty good dance. Lena seems impressed.
Cool dance, bro.
It's my creepy orb plays weird music dance.
Hey, we don't know if a 14 dance meets her standards.
No, I mean, okay. She's not like, it's not the best dance Bungo's ever done, but it's like a pretty good dance. So one would imagine that she's mildly impressed.
Neat. I'm gonna go up to the orb.
Okay.
Neat.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
Does anything happen?
You always have to get consent before you touch an orb.
Yeah, you hear the orb
Hashtag
say. You hear the
YouTube.
You hear the orb say, "I consent to your touching."
Can I pick it up?
You can try.
Okay.
It's attached to the pillar.
Generally, balls are attached.
Just
And then
generally.
you hear the orb say, "I did not consent to being picked up."
Try tickling.
I try to tickle it.
The orb says, "I did not consent to being tickled."
Twinkling on it.
So it's not doing anything, it's just making sounds.
Correct. It's just playing. It's like, for you guys, it is sort of. It's just a nice sort of like background elevator music type experience.
Can I tap it with a finger like a fish tank?
Sure.
Okay.
The music becomes louder. You hear it like, you know how it's almost like you're like turning the volume up. Like if you touched like volume up, volume up, volume up or something, the music goes up. But you and Bungo and just that's it. Sorry, you and Bungo are nothing changes. You don't get scared or anything like that.
Can I try opening the other door?
Yes, you can.
So I would like to.
Okay.
While she's playing with the ball.
Sure. Yeah, the door opens without much fanfare, and then it just sort of swings open. Again, similarly to the room before it, the air is stale. It's about a 20-foot corridor. It's let me reveal it to you. It leads. Do you see another stone door in front of you at the end of the corridor?
Wait, Bungo, wait.
What?
I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and ram it into the orb.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack. Well, before you do that, let's just pause here for a second. Before you do that, Ivaris and Sizzler, take your movement again out of away from this area. So toward the squiggly trap. 2 movements.
Spooked?
Yep. Still spooked. Okay, Sizzler, once you get there, you don't hear the music anymore. And you are no longer spooked.
Okay.
Ivaris, you need to get... Yeah. No, but when you pass back over the squiggly lines, you become spooked again.
3 spooky, 5 me.
Aren't the squiggly lines penises?
I don't think so.
That is a floor trap.
No, that's a floor trap that you guys drill over.
Oh, okay.
A floor trap of penises.
The squiggly penis. Well, that was in the room with the dragon statue, wasn't it? The original, the first one you guys went in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, so Lena, back to you. You are going to strike the globe with your quarterstaff, correct?
Yep.
All right, you hit it. You connected with the globe. All right, you did 3. I'm assuming that's 3 damage.
I have no idea.
Okay, 2. All right, 2 or 3 damage to it. And the music again gets much, much, much louder. And everyone needs to make a wisdom saving throw again. Okay, Sizzler.
The ball of nightmares for me.
All the wisdom, baby.
All right, you all need to use. If you're beyond the squiggly lines, which the 2 of you are, you need to move one. You need to move out of the building, basically. If you are Lena and Bungo, you need to move 2 movements away from.
On a 17?
Yep.
Can I use like force of will to just like
That's-
overcome my shitty roll?
You can try.
Yes. How?
It's not a shitty roll. Well, yours is. But 17's not going to save you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what would you like to do to try to combat this fear that you feel creeping over your body from striking the globe?
Quit telling myself to stop being a pussy.
Do you have like a spell or something that would affect that, or?
I can like touch my like angel brooch thing, whatever, and be like, yeah, you got this.
All right, I'll tell you what. Roll on the wild magic table, and I'll let you re-roll your wisdom.
Oh, wait. I have
Just because that's all
advantage.
he wants.
I'm brave. I have advantage on saving throws against being frightened.
Okay, you can roll again as well.
I mean, I doubt I'll do better than a 17, yeah.
No. All right, Lena, let's get that wild magic table. Let's go.
Are you doing 10,000 or 100?
Oh, I don't know. What do we want to do? Collectively, group. What do we want to do?
There's also, wasn't there like 1,000 one?
Oh, we haven't tried the
No,
1,000 one yet, have we?
I think it was 10,000, wasn't it?
The 10,000 one has a lot of like really crazy stuff or stuff that like doesn't actually affect us that much.
Okay, so
Like
what about the
concerned about that
1,000 one? Oh no, so which one do we?
1,000.
I'm looking at this revised one. How many's on here? Oh, it's just 100. Can anyone find a 1,000 online? I'm trying to look.
Hey! That's about accurate.
Hey, mine!
Okay, where's this 1,000? Can anyone find it on the? Let's see. Chaos Burst table. Google Drive. Let's see.
I
All
only
right.
have the 10,000 one.
I found a 1,000. No, that's not true. That's not a 1,000. I think that's also 10,000.
Yeah, I got. That's the one that's 1,000.
Yeah, I see another
Yeah, this
10,000.
one's the 10,000 one. Yeah.
All right, then just roll on the 100, and I'll use this fun revised one. It's fun. 50.
Perfectly balanced.
Okay, not bad. The snap. Let's see. What is the? Oh, there's. Oh man, this is okay. Now roll up. Let's just roll a 1d20, because apparently that's how this revised one worked. 8. Okay, moderate. Let's see what you got. Okay, you and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to slashing damage for 1 minute.
Boo!
Enjoy. Don't get.
Yeah.
Pro tip: don't get slashed. All right, so you're gonna reroll your wisdom save, Lena?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, that's not gonna do it. All right, so you all take your movement out to where the other 2 are, right outside the castle.
Hold on, you said away from the orb. The closest place for me to escape the orb would be this way.
No, away from the orb toward the outside of the castle is where you are.
Why?
Where you are feared.
Okay, why would I run closer to the orb?
Because you're not running. No, you're not running closer to the orb. You are scared. You essentially lose control of your which direction you're going, and you are magically transported via running away from the orb toward the front of the castle. You're scared of being in the castle. You're not scared of the orb. You're scared of being in the castle. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
No, she's got all the stacks.
Lena has all the stats, including make sure one of those is vulnerability to slashing, please.
Sure,
Okay,
how
so
do I do the measure tool?
I am scared of the castle.
It's the circle with the ruler in it.
Castle.
I don't see it.
Below the magnifying glass.
Okay, so now that essentially you're all outside, or very close to being outside, what, Craig, I'm gonna start sending you, after episodes, I'm gonna start sending you screenshots of what the rules of this module say, and you're gonna be.
Still haven't seen the rules for the frog.
Okay, Casey backed me up. I don't know if you saw in chat, but Casey backed me up and said that that's exactly I did exactly what the module said to do. So,
yeah, I don't believe Casey at all.
Okay, come on. Now, if you're not going to believe independent arbiters, then I don't know what to tell you.
Casey has magical growing arms of werewolves. Like, I'm not. No, sorry. Make sure it didn't happen.
Okay, well, I don't know what you're talking about because. Okay, but anyway, so you're all
you balk at the evidence.
Okay, just let's move on. All right, we're clearly not going to clear this up now. So, you're all Lena. If you move into that room as well, you're all sort of in the general vicinity, and you can decide after the two of you, the two that are outside, Sizzler and Ivaris, who don't hear the sound anymore. You just see the other two sprinting toward you.
What the hell is that thing?
I don't know, but I want to destroy it.
I just saw people running, so I started running too.
Sure, Bungo.
I didn't want you guys to feel left out. That's what I'm really.
I want to cast magic missile at it from here.
Is that?
I think you have to be able to see it.
Also, I think that's a little far. No.
No, it's 120
like 120 feet.
Oh, 120.
You have to be able to see it.
Yeah. Okay. So you would still have to see it, but wow, that's actually shocking.
Well, if I stand like there, I can see it from the doors.
If you go,
can we get back there though?
Yeah. If you go into that room, the music frightens you again. I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna plug my ears.
Okay, then roll a wisdom save. I'll let you try to plug your ears. Roll a wisdom save.
For fingers?
Yeah, as you try to plug your ears with your fingers, you are instantly feared back out of the room. But you got further than if you didn't plug your ears, we'll say that.
Alright guys, we just need to get really drunk and then plug our ears and we'll be good.
I'm gonna take some bread from my rations and use that as an earplug.
You know, we could just go and collect the reward for finding the kids and get on with our lives instead of investigating an eerie orb that obviously doesn't want us near it.
What?
You know, and get on with helping the world. I feel like you guys are really stuck on this thing. We have other things
out of my ears. What?
Why don't we go return the signet ring and what we originally came down here for, which was to find the kids, and we talk to their mom and do what we promised to do instead of getting stuck on this orb that clearly doesn't want us near it.
Well, now we've just left a clearly like magical orb of horrifying power, just completely vulnerable, and anyone can get to it because the door is unlocked.
Well, you know, win some, you lose some.
I want to
But
blow it up.
All right, you gonna give it another go on the run in and blast it?
Yep.
All right, plug those ears up. Varus, what were you doing?
I was using bread to fashion some crude earplugs and
Okay.
shoving it in my ear.
I like the ingenuity. All right, you gonna run into the circle room, with bread earplugs?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do the same with my putrid jerky.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
plug
use
up.
bread too.
All right. Okay. All right. I like the ingenuity. I'm digging this. Okay.
So
Everyone
I
roll
have
in.
to stand on one side of Sizzler, and Lena has to stand on the other, so that we've got like a rancid jerky head sandwich.
Yes. Yes. What's that? Hell's Kitchen meme where Gordon Ramsay holds 2 pieces of bread to a woman's head and she says, "I'm an idiot sandwich." That's exactly what's going on right now. You have formed a human idiot sandwich.
Wow, rude.
But I like it. It's creative. Okay, so I'll let you all roll wisdom saves with advantage to get into the circle room. All right, Sizzler makes it. Ivaris makes it. Lena is scared back out of the room. All right, what do you guys want to do now? Hello?
Shoot it.
Lena, you're out of the room.
I know. I'm telling Ivaris to shoot it.
Okay.
What? Yeah, I'll fire an arrow at it.
Okay. Roll the arrow. Roll the attack. All right, you hit it. Okay, the orb explodes, and the sound totally stops for everyone.
Ooh.
Cool. Good job.
I take the bread out of my ears.
I don't take the jerky out of my
Okay.
I
All right.
poke my head out the door and say, "Okay, it's destroyed."
Okay,
Just
take
waddle in.
the bread out of my ears and go in.
Okay,
Alright.
so if that's all we were planning on doing, why don't we go?
Can I do my magic thing now?
Well, Bungo,
Yes,
there's
you could do your magic
this
thing.
thing's been sealed for clearly a couple hundred years.
The globe is now has gone dim. Like there's no light in it. It's like the other cracked ones. There's a crack in it. Obviously, there's an arrow sticking out of it, and it is now no longer lit up. And so, what did you want to do, Sizzler? Sorry.
Detecting magic.
Okay. All right. So let's see. What do you get to do? See a faint aura around any object. Okay. So there's nothing. I mean, you don't see anything. There's nothing. It doesn't seem like there's anything magical or putting out a magical aura in this room any longer.
This hallway, I will check for traps.
All right. Before or after Sizzler ran to where he just ran?
My plan was before.
Okay. Go ahead and check for traps. Okay, if you had rolled too low, Sizzler was gonna have to.
I notice him coming, and I stick an arm out to stop him before he gets past
I'm just saying, in terms of order of operations, it's Sizzler. You should give him a nice pat on the butt for saving your butt. Okay, so you do notice that the room is very trapped. In a 10-foot, like basically the entire room, essentially, is you notice that it seems to be slightly raised, the floor, almost immediately when you enter, and leading basically all the way up to, it's a 20-foot room, and so for about 17 feet of the room, the platform seemed like ever so slightly raised. As Sizzler started to run, some of the dust from the room like pushed forward, and you saw it like go up over this like very, very small lip.
There's some kind of trap in here. Some kind of raised stone platform. I'll look at the ceiling. Does it look like it might come down and smash or something like that?
No, it does not. It does not seem like it come. Nothing is amiss about the ceiling, from what you can tell.
Well, I've got that glaive. I think that's a reach weapon. So I'll see if I can take a smack at that floor plate with it.
Sure. So you smack the floor with the glaive, and arrows just like fire across, like just 10 arrows just fire across in both directions, and just strike the wall and just sort of scatter on the pressure plate.
Does it sound like it's resetting itself?
It definitely. And then the plate, as the plate sort of after the plate lowers, it slowly raises back up, and you hear it click into place.
Smack, 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 smack.
They can't have infinite arrows, right?
Okay, so just arrows, 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 arrows. As the last smack, you saw like maybe 2 arrows come out of like one side, and then nothing come out of the other side.
Great. How many of these are usable and recoverable?
Many of them, although they are old, like very old. It seems like they've been there for like a very, very long time. So they seem usable to you, but it's abundantly clear that they've been in there for like a frighteningly long period of time.
They're vintage arrows, though.
Yeah, so you're not exactly sure how effective they would be, but yes, you can collect them if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll grab some vintage arrows. How many?
Just roll a 1d20. Yep, you get 1 vintage arrow.
So no crossbow bolts were fired from the trap?
No. Sorry, sis.
All right. I'll tentatively take a step on it.
Okay. You hear like
jump back.
Yep, you hear but nothing comes out. Just air.
Okay. I would like to check this door for traps.
Okay. You don't seem to notice anything particularly strange about the door.
All right. Try to open it.
Yep, swings open. We reveal this room. Oh, that's not right. Okay, there you go. Okay, so you dust fills this hall like a layer of gray snow. In the northern rounded end of the chamber stands a 10-foot tall sculpture of a coiled dragon carved from red-veined white marble.
Is that it?
That's it.
Is there another door?
No other door.
Let's go in.
Let's check for traps.
Okay, roll me a perception.
Nope, looks good.
You don't notice anything amiss about the room at all.
I'll go inspect the statue.
Okay, so upon inspection of the statue, its mouth its eyes like tilt down toward you, Ivaris, and also Sizzler, and like so now everyone's there except for Bungo. So the 3 of you, the eyes like tilt down toward you, and the dragon's mouth starts to move, and it seems like the actual stone is moving, and the dragon says this in common: "We come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?"
The stars.
Well, that was frighteningly fast, Ivaris. Your studies have done you well. So, as Ivaris says, the stars, a secret door, like you hear the, like, and there's a door that appears right here. I can draw a shape. Right there.
Nice. I had several books of riddles in the library back at town.
There. That's where the door is.
Open it.
All right. So, the door opens. And you discover another room. Let me reveal this room. So, dust cloaks the contents of this 20-foot wide hall. 6 alcoves line the walls, 3 to the north, 3 to the south. Each alcove, except for the southwest one, holds one humanoid figure carved of red vein white marble. The figures resemble tall elves in plate armor. A stone archway at the west end of the hall opens into a wide room from which greenish light glows. A dark pit is situated before the archway. And I'll reveal it.
Do these look like historically notable elves, or are they just generic elf statues?
Roll a perception. Anyone who wants can roll a perception. Okay, so Sizzler and Lena, you don't notice very much of Ivaris about the statues. I would imagine if you got maybe closer, it might be helpful. And you don't notice anything of particular note in the room from where you are. Lena and Sizzler, you notice that there seems to be tracks in the dust on the floor that start at the southwest alcove. You sort of can gather that it wasn't like it happened today, right? I mean, there's still a bunch of dust on the floor, but it definitely stands out to you as not being. It stands out to you as being like sort of a noticeable thing. Again, not fresh tracks, but certainly tracks.
Do we know what kind?
Both of you can roll a survival if you'd like. Okay, so Sizzler, you don't quite know what kind, but actually you do. Sorry. So both of you notice that it seems like the tracks were made by a tiny humanoid with claw-like nails. And they begin in the center of the alcove, move west toward the pit, and then disappear into the pit.
Like a kobold?
You can't quite tell, but you know it's a tiny humanoid creature. The tracks seem like a tiny humanoid creature in your experience with claw-like nails.
Ivaris, these look like tracks from a tiny humanoid creature with clawed feet. What could it be?
Probably kobolds. Does this, on closer inspection, does this elf statue like generic elf, or are these actual individual elves that have been in-statued?
Yeah, it seems like they are. They're all different. All 6 of the statues are different, but it doesn't seem they definitely just seem like statues. It does not seem like they are entombed elves.
Do I recognize any of them?
Roll a perception or an insight.
Can they do history?
Sure. Okay, so you do recognize that they are some elves of lore, but it's nondescript. It's not anything that stands out as being like particularly like interesting. It's just as like, oh, like this is this famous elf, and like, oh, this is like this famous elf. But sort of like elves from from old stories involving sort of the historical elven battles with dragons and things like that.
Cool. I'll take down a couple notes about which ones, and
Sure.
I might look up some of their stuff later.
Sure.
A closer look at the one where the footprints come from.
Sure. So that one, again, it's sort of a just nondescript heroic elves from stories of ancient dragon battles, etc. But you do notice, like, even more closely that the tracks actually do like cross the pit. So like when you peer down into the pit, when you follow the tracks and you peer down into the pit, you see like little scratch marks on the wall where the creature went down into the pit, and then you sort of see little scratch marks on the other side where the creature came out of the pit.
What are you looking at, Sizzler?
Down. I'd like to look down over the edge.
Sure.
What?
So the pit's about 10 feet deep. It's not anything too wild. And the bottom is filled with like very sharp metal spikes.
Do the tracks go like under the legs of the elf statue, or do they just go up to the statue?
It looks like it came from where the statue is.
Oh, from like the base of it?
Yes.
I'll check on the statue and on the walls near the statue for any kind of secret switches or buttons or levers, toggles.
Sure. Go ahead and make either perception or an insight. Yeah, you don't notice much of anything. Just the tracks that lead from that statue to the pit.
Do you need some help?
That's kind of what I was getting at the first time I walked up to it. So
sure. Anyone who wants to can roll a perception, and check like the various statues. Okay, so Lena, you do notice something actually. You notice that as you're like walking down this row, looking at these statues, you notice that there seems to be a small cutout behind this statue right here. You give it a little push, and the wall, similar to Ivaris finding the secret door, the wall right here opens up to reveal a door, and you find this room.
Can I look for traps?
Yeah.
What is that, a perception?
Yeah, no, I'll let you use your perception. You don't notice anything. It doesn't seem like it's trapped. It's a secret door. It doesn't seem like it's trapped. You sort of the sort of as you touch the place on the wall, like it just opens already. It's not a door that you have to open or anything. It just sort of the wall. Just you hear like as the stone wall just disappears into sort of the walls on the side.
I meant the room.
Sure, but I mean that you
Okay.
You don't notice any traps in the door, the room, or anything like that. So it's just another like very, very dusty, sort of the running theme of this portion of the castle is that this is an ancient portion of the castle that people do not use anymore. I mean, the kobolds, no one could get through that sort of magical door. And so this room these rooms, I should say, this wing has not been used or discovered in centuries, if not longer. So the dust coats the contents of this tiny chamber, obscuring runes that were inscribed on the southern wall.
Hey, Ivaris, there's some runes in here. You should check them out.
Sure. What language?
Do I know a language?
You have seen this language several times throughout this adventure into the Sunless Citadel, but you cannot read it, I believe, right? Because you can't read Draconic.
Well, I can cast comprehend languages.
Are you gonna do that?
Yep.
Okay, so you have to roll on the wild magic table.
You want to do 100 or 10,000?
Yeah, let's do 100.
I'm glad I'm standing right next to you.
I know. I really hope there's an explosion. Okay, let's see. Just go with the traditional 100. Wait, what? This is not... Okay. Let's see. 100. Nope, that's... Here it is. I don't like that revised one. Let's go with the traditional one. Okay, 100. So 28 is... Okay, roll a 1. Roll a 1d. Roll another 1d100. Okay. All right. So, Ivaris, you stand next to Lena. She casts comprehend languages, and then she just has this wild look in her eye.
Are you okay, Lena?
She slowly shakes her head no. And then, like, her body starts to, like, she closes her eyes, and her body starts to, like, rear back a little bit.
Rear back like how?
Like, her head starts to, like, tilt backwards, and she, like, she tenses. You could see, like, she's tensing up her upper body and, like, lifting her arms a little bit.
What?
I'll let you take one more action before Lena does something again.
I get ready to catch her if she faints, because
Okay.
I don't really know how spellcasting works.
All right. So you put your hands out to, like, try to catch her if she faints or falls down, and she just vomits 68 silver pieces out of her mouth. She just is, like, puking, and just silver is just falling out of her mouth. Just silver, just more silver. Just 68 silver is on a pile on the floor, like, mixed among her vomit.
Has she been stealing from the group?
Just more silver. Just.
Did you eat 12.5 pounds of silver? No, wait, I'm sorry. It'd be like 1 pound of silver.
Hearing all the clanging, I'll walk to the doorway and just stare in awe.
As she just keeps puking silver for like 2 straight minutes.
Are these like little tiny ingots, or are they coins?
No, they're silver coins. They're silver, just like straight up silver pieces.
Hand her a water skin.
Hey, Ivaris. Want to see a magic trick?
Never again do I want to see a magic trick.
Does one come out of her nose?
No. I don't think she could fit a silver piece out of her nose, but nope. She's just vomiting for like 2 minutes, and it's just silver piece after silver piece after silver piece just flying out of her mouth.
It's like salty milk and coins.
Oh, you fucking monster.
So after that, like, 2-minute vomit of silver coins, there's now 68 silver pieces just sitting in a gross, disgusting vomit pile at Lena's feet. But as you look up, Lena, after like shaking that off for a second, you see written on the wall in Draconic, it says, "A dragon priest entombed alive for transgressions of the law still retains the honor of his position."
I repeat that as I read it so everyone knows what it says.
Do I know what kind of accoutrement a dragon priest might have?
It's pretty wide. It's pretty wide ranging. Like for example, Meepo was a dragon priest, so the oh Craig, well that gif, please. Ooh. Oh man, I really have to get that off
She
my
could
screen.
fit it. She could fit
Yikes.
that.
I can't.
Okay, so yeah, you wouldn't necessarily know of ours. It's too wide ranging for you to really narrow it down from that. Let's see, Lena. I'm going back through the history. You rolled a 24 perception when you entered the room, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you noticed. You're crushing it with these perception rolls. You notice that right here, there's a similar sort of button that you found behind the statue.
Ooh, I pressed the button.
All right,
I'll
so
start rinsing off these silver coins.
all right, Lena, as you press the button, you, believe it or not, this might come as shocking news to you, but you discover another secret door.
Oh boy.
The wall opens up right here, and you discover a hallway.
I'll check for traps in the hallway.
All right. Let's roll that perception. You do not sense any traps.
Okay, I go down it.
All right. It just runs into a wall.
I'll pick up the coins once they're rinsed.
Okay. You can add 12 silver pieces to your inventory.
I was just going to put all 68 in the team.
That's fine. Oh, that's what I meant, 68. So sorry. You can just add them to the team one. That's fine.
Are you guys coming?
Yep.
I'm on the. I'll record it.
For the pit.
All right. So you find yourselves at the end of a hallway with you're facing a wall again.
Check for buttons.
All right. Everyone roll perception with advantage for me. Everyone who's checking for buttons in that room, roll perception with advantage for me. Okay, so
consistent.
Sure. So Sizzler and Ivaris, you spot a similar button that Lena has been pushing in these random walls. And yep, just a button sticking out of the wall.
Push the button.
Push the button. All right. This wall pops open. And you get access to the there you go, to the room with the pit. Let's see.
I'm gonna check for traps.
All right, hold on. Sorry,
in the room.
Sorry, I messed that up. There you go.
Me too.
Okay, so you check for traps, and
It's a group effort, so advantage, right?
everyone checks for traps, and none of you notice any traps.
No.
Trap free. 2018. I like that gift better than the last one you posted, Craig. Okay, so violet marble tiles cover the floors and the floor and walls, though all are cracked or broken. The tiles reveal. But behind the broken tiles, you can see like little cracks and pieces and smashes, and behind that, you see it's rough-hewn stone sort of behind. The sconces that are attached to the walls, they are one in each corner of the room, as you can sort of see if you look closely at the map. The one in that corner that was just pinged, that one holds a torch that burns with a greenish fire. A marble sarcophagus easily 9 feet long, lies in the room's center. The coffin is carved with dragon imagery. The head of the sarcophagus resembles a dragon's head. Rusting iron clasps firmly lock down the lid.
I'm gonna grab that torch.
Can I look for more runes?
Sure. So sorry. You cannot. So what were you doing, Ivaris? Are you taking the?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that torch.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you can take the torch out of the wall.
But you can't take the wall out of the torch.
Correct. That is also very correct. So Ivaris takes the torch out of the wall. Lena, you're looking around for runes and other various, perhaps writings that could give you some insight into what is going on, but there does not seem to be any runes or any other descriptions on the sarcophagus or on the walls.
I would like to start bashing at the clasps with my hammer.
Okay, roll an attack.
Does the I'll pass my hand over top of this flame. Is it hot?
You bash one of the clasps off the sarcophagus. So there are 5 more remaining latches.
Bash.
All right, so you smash another one. So Sizzler's smashing these.
Hey guys, just throwing this out here. You know, I've been watching you guys investigate, do your thing for a little bit now. What's the gain here in smashing a hidden sarcophagus behind a locked door guarded by magical orbs and statues that may have been people with a pit full of spikes and arrow traps? Just wondering, you know,
Destroy
what
the
we're
dragon.
doing. What now? What dragon?
Destroy the dragon.
There's a dragon. I didn't hear the first part. What'd you say?
Destroy the dragon.
Destroy a dead dragon? It seems like the dragon's dead and safe and put away. Seems like we're unlocking a dragon.
No, this is a dragon priest who was buried alive, entombed alive for his crimes. He's either dead and he's
or undead, right? And locked behind all of
that's the game for Sizzler anyways. So did my hand get burned when I passed it over the flame of the torch?
No.
Okay, I stick it in my pack and draw my longbow as Sizzler keeps smashing away.
Okay, you stick the. I'm sorry, let me get this straight. You stick the flaming torch into your pack?
Yeah, didn't burn my hand, right?
Okay, so your pack light's on fire.
I throw my pack on the ground and step on the part of it that's on fire.
All right, so you were. I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't go out.
Can I prepare my short bow?
Yes.
For the inevitable monster that's going to jump
fire?
out.
It is indeed a green fire.
Can I cast Ray of Frost on it to put it out?
Yep. You can try. I mean, you can certainly cast the spell.
I'll just dump everything out of my pack and toss the pack away.
All right, so you cast Ray of Frost at Sizzler's pack. It is now covered in frost. Pack? What? Yeah, so you cast Ray of Frost. Sorry, not at Sizzler's pack. You cast Ray of Frost at Ivaris' pack, and it is now frozen. There's just like a frozen case around the pack. And Lena, I need you to roll 1d100.
Vomit coins. Vomit coins.
Roll that 28, girl. Okay, 16. Okay, Lena disappears. You just see Lena. She casts Ray of Frost. The pack. You all like watch the Ray of Frost hit the pack. There's like a case of ice around the pack for a split second. You look back at Lena, and she's just gone.
Am I dead?
No, you're not dead.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm gonna whisper to you.
See, this is what happens when you mess with powers you don't understand, fellas. Your body disappears.
Why will this?
I'll wave my arm in the space that she used to be.
Yeah, you don't sense anything.
Yep, see?
Oh,
I told you so.
Craig, what's the
like-
whisper? What's the whisper command? Sorry.
/W,
Oh, okay,
and then you put the person's name.
got
So in
it.
this
Thank you.
case, it'd be.
All right, done. So the pack, as you you hear like a slight sizzling sound, and you see the green flame like has melted the ice that like where the green flame portion of it is, and I'd like to start my 3-part I told you so with. And so now there's your pack is frozen into an ice block, except for one portion where now a green flame has emerged. It is slowly melting the rest of the ice. Now you guys can do whatever you want. Just giving you the current status of what's going on.
Break through the
I'd
ice
like
on
to
the other
begin my
side,
lecture.
cut my pack open and dump my stuff out of it, and then toss it to the side.
Okay, so now there's a pile of stuff on the ground, a small ice patch. What did you do with the green flame?
The torch I would have just dropped
Okay.
on the. Stuck it back in the sconce.
All right. Okay, so now you just have a pile of your things on the ground.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Okay, so during this time, I'm assuming that Sizzle, are you paying attention to Bungo's warnings or I told you so's or any of the above?
No. Shocked to see Lena disappear.
Okay, so we'll say that during this time you've banged the first three, all of the sorry, 1 second. Okay, sorry. So Sizzle, you've banged all of the latches on the side that you're on off of the sarcophagus. So would you like, if you'd like to go to the other side and start doing that to the same, doing the 3 latches on the other side, that's fine. While Ivaris is sort of looking at his things on the ground.
Yeah, I rolled 6 times, so unless the 7 didn't do it, there's probably just the 1 left.
Let's see. That's fine. We could leave it with 1. So there's 1 left. Ivaris is looking at his things on the ground. Ivaris, you can take an action if you want before Sizzler bangs the last one off. Bungo, you're sort of chastising everyone apparently, and Lena has disappeared. What would you guys like to do?
I'll call out for Lena.
What were you saying, John?
No, go ahead.
All right, Varus, what are you gonna do?
Call out for Lena.
Lena doesn't answer. Bungo, what are you gonna do? Okay. Sizzler, what are you gonna do?
Well, I don't want to open this without Lena here, just in case we need her magical abilities. So I guess I'll cast Detect Magic on the sarcophagus.
Sure. So
Potentially, that should be in proximity of Lena if anything magical is going on with her and she's still in the room.
all right, sorry, hold on 1 second. Lena's sending me a long message. Several paragraphs long. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so Lena, what do you want to do?
I want to go in the.
Okay. All right. You're there.
Is there anything there?
Yep.
Can I interact with it?
No.
What is it?
It's what you would imagine is in a sarcophagus.
Well, I want to look at it.
Yeah, you can look at it. It looks like a mummy, basically.
Is there any artifact with him?
Nope.
Okay, I'm bored.
All right. So are you gonna leave?
Yeah, I'll walk around and still explore stuff while they're doing other things.
Okay. So Lena snaps back where she was, basically, just like snaps back into the space that she was standing a minute ago.
Where did you go?
I think I went to the ethereal plane. It is pretty cool. There's just a mummy dude in the tomb. It's not a dragon. It's kind of boring.
Hear that, Sizzler? Just a dead body in there.
I still don't understand why a dragon would be preferable.
Okay, I'm gonna whack.
All right.
The last latch.
So the last the last latch comes off, and the lid, there's like a flash of green light that shoots out from under the lid.
Hot?
Nope, it's not hot. It's just and it's not ongoing. It just happens once. When you knock the lash off, or the last latch off, a flash of green light shoots sort of from out of under the lid of the sarcophagus, and then it just goes away.
Can I push the lid off, or do I need help?
No, you can push it up. Make a strength save. Strength check.
I am not strong.
People can help you. You guys want to help him take the lid off?
I will.
All right, roll a strength save too. All right, so you're pushing. The two of you together, the lid sort of crashes on the other side, and the lid is off. Are you gonna look inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the coffin is a mummified troll. It is dressed in rotted finery, but its jewelry and rings adorned with tiny silver dragons still sparkle. The creature's body is shrunken and elongated, and its flesh is rubbery, putrid green. Its black hair is long, thick, and ropey. Its beady black eyes flash open, and it snarls.
Ivaris should set it on fire.
I need actions, right?
Yeah, y'all, we're gonna need to roll initiative. All right, let's do this. This is gonna be really funny, actually.
I did say I was holding my short bow, right, for
That is, yes.
such a opportune moment.
Yep. Oh, not what I wanted. Let me have my token. Oh, there you go. Perfect. All right. Now, so this troll, this mummy troll creature, pops out of the sarcophagus. And Bungo, before anything else happens, I will let you take an attack of opportunity if you would like on the troll creature. Well, I search for, I'm assuming a 20 hits while I try to pull up its stats.
Ivaris did too, right?
What? No. Ivaris is dumping his stuff out on the ground. From what I recall, at least.
He pulled out his longbow too after.
Are you making that up? Ivaris, did you do that?
I did actually pull out my longbow.
Okay.
Because that inscription about this guy being entombed alive, I figured he was probably something was coming out of that thing.
Okay, hold on a second. Holy. What? Interesting. Okay, I don't know why that would be a rule, but okay. All right, so all right, Ivaris, I'll let you get an attack too.
Okay, do I know anything about trolls?
I don't know. Do you know anything about trolls?
I read a lot of books. Like,
I mean, do you have a reason to know something about trolls? Do you like researching trolls or something?
I was a historian for my elf village, so I imagine I might know a little bit about a lot of things.
Okay, sure. So roll, yeah, like what Bungo did. You can roll a nature, or you could roll a history if you want like historical knowledge about trolls, or nature to find out more about this specific troll. You get to choose. Okay, so you know that trolls are pretty effing strong, and this one is literally size large, as you can see from the token that is fucking massive. And you know that trolls have some special abilities for fighting that you make them really fantastic fighters. I'll give you that.
Anything about how elves in the past may have dealt with trolls?
I think the elves, from your experience, elves in the past may have dealt with trolls by running away from them.
Doesn't make sense.
Particularly zombie trolls, I think, is typically not a type of troll that you would enjoy encountering.
All right, I will shoot it with an arrow.
All right, go for it. That hits.
Very hard.
I'm gonna use one of my superiority dice and make a distracting strike, and it will so it'll take 26 damage.
Okay. And then so everyone else has advantage on it. Is that the scenario?
The next attack roll against it before the start of my next turn.
Okay, got it. All right, let me roll this dude's.
Big hit, 26. Good lord.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, I'm Battle Master, so when I crit, I usually am going to end up using a superiority die.
Okay, so he got a 19. That's pretty good. Who wants to die first? No takers? All right, Lena.
Yes.
What would you like to do? This troll has taken some damage. Seems unhappy. It rears back after getting struck by 2 arrows. And it's your turn.
I say, hey, what's up? And then also hit it with magic missile.
All right, do it. All right, it takes 9 more damage. You need to roll on the D100, please. Roll a D100. 24. All right, so I'm going to whisper to you something, and we will move forward. All right.
Does that count, Sizzler?
All right. So we'll count Sizzler as in that. Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. Hold on a second. I'm gonna whisper something.
Gain immunity to zombies.
Okay. All right. So there's the dragon priest, the troll takes 9 additional damage. Now it is there anything else you're doing on your turn, Lena?
I might step back a bit.
Okay. You'll probably take an attack of opportunity if you do, though, just because you're moving out of the troll's range.
I can't like step back.
You can, but you take an attack of opportunity.
Nope. Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
All right. So it is the dragon priest's turn. The dragon priest just took a smack from Lena, so it is going to attack Lena. Switch some stuff. Okay. It is going to try to bite Lena. Does that hit?
Yep.
All right. So take 10 piercing damage. Then after it bites you, it like grabs your shoulder and then it also slashes you with its claw. Does a 14 hit?
Yep.
All right. So you take 22 damage. It lets go of your shoulder, like pieces of your like cape or something are in its mouth still, and its turn is done. So we're on Sizzler.
Cool. So I'm knocked out.
Okay.
That seems good.
Yeah, we're all kind of low HP characters, so that's just good.
Oh yeah, no tanks. Craig, you should have taken instead of taking a warlock, you should have taken a paladin or something.
It's not Bungo's fate.
I'll
And
reserve that advantage attack for Bungo, so I will cast.
Hit it with Alchemist Fire. The fucking Eternal Torch next to it, dog.
Torch next to it?
Never mind.
You can talk to me. Shout something at me. Convince me.
Don't worry about it.
My third part of the I told you so tour.
Yeah, go for it. I will take it. Well, let's pause for Bungo's I told you so tour, part 3.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. It works. All right, so you're getting a +2 to AC. Okay.
That's a bonus action. You still have an action.
Bonus action. You're right.
That is true. Yep, I didn't even notice that. Great.
And then I will throw. No, I can't throw fire at it. I'll splash. I'll throw acid at it.
Okay. Oh, it's got to make a dex save, huh? All right. Fingers crossed. It makes the dex save.
Does it have disadvantage because of the thing?
No, it's the attack roll.
Mm.
I'd rather have that on you, Bungo. You actually do damage.
All right. So now we're on Bungo, right? Nothing else, Sizzler?
I would like to use my one spell slot.
Okay.
Cast Hex on the creature.
Does Hex just do damage, or does it do other stuff too?
Yeah, that's going to be, I don't know why it's coming out as a damage, but yes, it will be doing, if I hit it, it will be doing 5 extra damage of necrotic.
Okay. Is there any save or anything like that?
No, so Hex just goes on it, and if he hits while Hex is in effect, he deals an extra d6 of damage. And I believe the creature, you also choose one ability score, and the creature has disadvantage on ability checks for that score, but not saving throws.
Yeah, on that check.
Okay.
I mean, I'll still choose Dex because that seems helpful.
Yeah, that probably does.
But let me then attack it.
Okay.
And I got a dude next that's 5 feet from it, so we can have another. Well, I miss.
No, you have advantage.
Yeah, you do have advantage though from Ivaris' thing. So go ahead and roll again. All right, that misses too, though. Unfortunately.
Sweet. I hexed it for my turn and did nothing else.
All right, so it takes the 5 damage from that then, or no?
Nope. No. I have to hit it.
Okay. All right, so who is next?
Ivaris.
I will fire another arrow at it.
All right. That 27, yeah, that hits.
I'm going to use Distracting Strike again.
Okay.
I'll move over to the west.
All right, so that's a total of 9?
Yep.
Okay, got it. All right, let's see. How? Okay, well. All right, so what ends up happening is out of the corner of your eyes, you see a small creature run seemingly out of nowhere. And Sizzle, you see it dart. You just see this thing dart behind you and take a little swipe at you. Oh, I didn't mean to click that twice, but it was so it's gonna be 19 either way.
And the attack must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw.
So I'll let you, because it double clicked. I'm assuming the first one is probably the one that is operative. So,
Okay,
yeah,
Constitution saving throw.
Yep, roll DC. Yep. All right, so you made it. So you just take the 5, I think, right? You don't take. You're not poisoned.
Right.
Okay. Yep. So you take 5 damage from the little baby swipe from this thing. Okay. Back at the top of the order. So Lena, let's get a death saving throw.
What do I roll for that?
Straight up D20.
What?
Just a D20.
There's also a button
on death saves.
All right. So you survived 1, I suppose. We go down.
You need to mark a death save failure on your sheet.
Yes.
Yeah, and on the sheet, actually, you can actually just click death save. Rolls. Yep.
There you go. All right. So the dragon priest. Sorry, we're talking. Go ahead, Craig. Sorry.
It's okay. I think she figured it.
All right. The dragon priest is going to take a swipe at Sizzler. He tries to bite Sizzler.
Yep.
Does a 15 hit? All right. He's going to try to swing at you with his claw, too, now that he has a piece of you. 12?
Does not hit, thankfully.
Does the 15 hit? Because you have +2, remember? So does the 15 hit or no?
It does, yes.
Okay.
That's my bonus.
Got it. And so you were hit, and so you have to, the first time you were hit, so you have to roll for the concentration, right?
Is that how it works? I guess. I don't know.
Ivaris, is that how it works? Or Craig?
Yeah, concentration spell.
All right.
So I roll.
You roll a Constitution save. It means you keep it.
Yep, you keep it. Okay, cool. So you take 5 damage, and the Dragon Priest just takes a nibble out of your shoulder. Sizzler, it is now your turn.
So what's that green torch doing? What's doing right now?
It's just in the sconce. I put it back.
Could give a healing draught to someone that may be out of the fight.
No, don't worry about her. I'll be right back in 2 seconds while you guys decide what you're gonna do.
I think I can use the healing draw on Lena at, well, when was the last time we had a long rest?
I
So I
assume
think
prior.
Lena and Ivaris are the only two that I haven't used it on yet.
I think we've had a long rest after our fights before we started negotiating with the kobolds.
No, because I'm still down an action surge.
Not resting after I took the Modron out of my pack. Rest at that point, but we ended up not.
Okay.
But I can still use it on Lena and Ivaris, just not you or myself, Bungo.
That's fine. I actually, when I multiclassed into my third class, I actually got a lot of healing. Well, instances of healing. I got 3 instances of healing.
Okay.
Well, 2 now.
I am back. What was anything decided?
Yeah, I'm going to use my healing draught on Lena. Where is that?
Is that plus 13 for me?
Nice.
Seems good.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna wildly point at the glowing green torch. Fire! Fire! Him!
What was
All
that
right.
last thing you said?
Him!
Nope, try again.
Him!
Nope.
Burn him!
Burn
It!
him. All I was hearing was him.
Burn him.
Thanks.
How's that? That work?
Sounds
All
good
right.
to me.
It is now Bungo's turn.
So following through on what Sizzler just said, I will fire at him.
All right, let's see it. Yeah, 24 hits.
And then he'll take the hex damage, unless you want me to reroll.
No, that's fine. Just remind me what implications Hex has beyond the 5 damage.
Necrotic damage.
Okay, so that's it. He just takes 5 necrotic damage. I don't have to
He
worry
also
about
has
it.
disadvantage on dexterity check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
He takes 12 total.
Got it. Okay. All right. Is that it for Bungo?
Yep.
All right. So we're down to Ivaris.
Yeah. Sizzler told me to burn him, so I'll run back to the torch and grab that out instead and pull out my shield. Can I try to smack him with the torch?
Of course.
What's the what am I gonna roll?
I don't know. Is there do you have like a club or something that would be an equivalent?
I have like a short sword is what I
yeah, that's fine. Use the short sword. You whiff.
I don't think that's gonna hit him.
No, you whiff. You try to swing it at him, and he sort of like rears back a little bit, and you just the torch sort of passes by him.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. So the small creature that took a swipe at Sizzler is going to do the same. Actually, first, Sizzler, please make a wisdom saving throw. All right. You are now frightened. of this small creature.
I'm frightened of the small creature,
Yes.
not the big one.
I think you're just generally frightened, but the small creature triggered it. Let me pull up the frightened thing.
You can't move towards the thing that is frightening him, and if he can see the thing that is frightening him, he basically has disadvantage.
So the thing that's yeah, we'll use the small creature. Here's your. All right.
Within its line of sight.
And so he's gonna take a little nibble again.
No.
That doesn't even come close. Okay. It is now Lena's turn. Oh, also, Sizzler, you get to do a check on each of your turns to overcome the fright. So it's just another wisdom for up to a minute. Anyway, Lena, it is your turn. Sorry.
How's the troll looking?
I mean, fairly healthy.
Okay, I have to think. Hold on. So if I step back, he gets an attack of opportunity.
You can use an action to disengage and move without provoking attacks of opportunity, but it uses your action.
Okay, hold on. I have to look something up.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that, and then so I'll disengage, and I'll move back here. And then I want to use, how many is it? I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to cast a spell as a bonus action.
All right, roll that 1d100. 1d100.
For meta magic?
If you're casting a spell.
Okay.
Good, Hashi.
22. Man, you're rolling these 20s.
But does it happen? But does that happen every time? It's when she uses her that one ability.
I thought it was until she does the. How does that work?
Again? So basically, when she uses that ability, it sets it up so that at any point you can choose to make her roll on the wild magic table. Normally, she rolls a d20, and if she gets a 1, you roll it whenever she casts a spell with a level. Basically, a spell that uses a slot. She rolls a 1d20, and the base rule is on a 1, you roll on the wild magic.
Oh, I see.
Table.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, then you're fine. Then you've paid for your sins so far.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at the little dude.
Okay. Man, that one was really fun though. 22 was a mature oak sprouts in an unoccupied space for 60 feet.
I mean, you're the DM.
No, I know. No, it's fine. I didn't know how I was gonna make that work.
It's just an oak who's like, grow up.
Ooh. All right, so yeah, you hit him with the Scorching Ray. Oh, you hit the small guy with the Scorching Ray. Sure, 5. So the small.
You make 3 attack rolls. and you can choose to split them up between one target or several, which you might want to split them up.
How?
You can shoot.
No, but how should I split them up?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I'll hit 2 with the little guy and 1 to the troll.
So roll 2 more.
The damage part, right?
Well, we need to know if they hit. So,
Okay, so
little guy, troll.
Yeah, the troll is not hit. The little guy is hit by the first one, and maybe the second one too. Roll the damage for the second one. Pulling up his thing. No, the second one does not hit. Sorry, just the first one. So the little guy.
Ooh, well, wait. Can I use Tides of Chaos for one of the attack rolls that didn't hit?
Yeah.
Because it resets anytime I roll on the table.
Sure. Which one? First or second?
The second.
Okay.
Hold on. Rolled the wrong one.
Oh, okay. That one hits.
Got him.
All right. So let's see. You hit the little guy. He looks very badly injured. And he like scowls. Like you hear him like he's sort of a little bit on fire, and he makes this like hissing noise, and then in common he says, "You broke the binding. My watch over the dragon priest is over." And then he laughs, and then he just disappears. Like there's a poof, and he's gone.
Okay, well, after that, I'm going to activate my light vomiting face.
Is that a bonus action to do?
Is she gonna give us more coins?
Oh no, it's an action. So I can't. Never mind. I'm done.
All right. So we are back up to the dragon priest's turn. Okay, so the dragon priest is going to take a swipe at Ivaris. He's going to try to bite you.
Does not hit.
All right. The dragon priest bends down. He tries to bite Ivaris. He misses, and that takes up his entire action. So it is Sizzler's. It is Sizzler's turn now. Sizzler, the good news is that the thing that had frightened you has now disappeared.
That's right. Woo. Okay, I will throw some acid at it.
All right, do it. Oh yeah. So I have disadvantage on my dex
Just
save. Is
check,
that correct?
not save.
Okay.
You could have told saves. He would have believed you.
Yeah, that would have been a fucking lie, though.
I missed anyway, so it's fine. So it takes the 5 acid damage.
The bonus action, I'll hit him with my offhand signal.
All right. That hits. All right. Takes 7 damage total.
I'm done.
All right. Bungo.
Yes. So Lena jumped in front of my way, even though I'm holding a bow and arrow. So I have to run out past her, shoot this damn thing.
What you didn't know is that sunglasses slowly fell over my face at the end of my last turn, and deal with it.
Okay.
That's the text effect for the buy. So,
Holy, okay.
Oh, do you want me to re-roll the d6 every time, or do you want to just keep the 5?
We can keep it 5. That's fine. Yep, that's fine.
All right.
All right.
So take 19.
19. That's a ton. Okay.
And then I run back into my hole.
All right. He seems upset.
Did it look like the fire that Lena hit him with was?
Lena did not hit him with fire.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Although, nod, nod, wink, wink, you could say the same thing about the acid that Sizzler threw on him.
I have no idea what you mean about either of those.
Okay, I'm sure. All right.
I was told to burn him though, so I'll try to hit him with the torch again.
Okay. Use that short sword. That hits. You hit him with the torch.
What's the damage on it?
Swing. You could use the damage of this. What's your sword bonus? Yeah, that's fine.
+4.
Yeah, you can use that. I'll even give you one more. +5. So you hit him for 15. Oh, sorry, not 15. You hit him for 11.
But I'm gonna. Can I spend a superiority die if I'm whacking a dude with a torch? It's basically a club, right?
Yeah, maybe. What are you trying to do?
Distracting strike. Still,
yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I guess it would be pretty distracting if you got hit with a lit torch.
Yeah, I would imagine if I got lit on fire, it'd be distracting. Yeah, that works. All right. He is officially on fire. He also has acid sort of like Scissor threw acid like across his chest, so he's burning in multiple ways, chemical and I guess physical.
Combustion.
Yep.
I bet he wishes that they had like one of those emergency showers.
Yeah, definitely. He is searching frantically for a modern emergency lab shower.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. He's officially taken off his lab safety goggles, and he looks unhappy. Okay, so out of the again, out of the corner of your eye, everyone just sort of sees a small bat flutter out of the room across the pit. Lena, it's your turn.
How many actions do you get per turn?
1.
You get an action,
well, a main action,
and then a bonus action.
Correct. 1 main action, though.
Okay, I'm gonna cast. I have Scorching Ray again. All 3 are gonna go to him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to. Hold on, how far is he? I'll move up there.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait, I hit the wrong button. Sorry, ignore that. Okay.
Ignore your crit fail. Okay. All right, so the first one hits. All right. He is even more on fire now.
And that's it.
All right.
You want to roll your d20?
All right. 3. He is going to. The Dragon Priest is going to take a. Try to. What?
Sorry, it was. I did Tides of Chaos last turn.
Right.
So if you want, you can have me.
It's fine. You rolled the d20 to see if it hit.
Okay.
I appreciate it though. All right. So Sizzler is going to try to bite you in a last-ditch effort to, I don't know, live. The flaming, chemically burned, arrow-pierced troll.
Yeah, that's going to be exacties.
For your death?
Yes. the second one.
What'd you say?
Didn't need the second one. I'm down.
All right, you're down. So he bites you and he slashes you again, and you are limp in his jaws. It is your turn, Sizzler. All right, Bungo.
Bungo, man of action. Sure. So, seeing my comrade go down, I'm going to return.
Before we go on, what happens with a death save?
On a 10 or better, you make 1 success. If you get 3 successes, you stabilize, and then you'll come back to consciousness 1d4 hours later. On a 20, you come back to consciousness immediately with 1 hit point. On a 1, you fail, you take 2 failures, and then 2 to 9, you take 1 failure. You get 3 failed death saves, you die. And those, all of it resets when you stabilize or regain consciousness.
Appreciate that.
Or die, technically, I guess it also resets it.
So I will use my bonus action to channel the healing light bestowed upon me from the celestial being and give 1d6 healing, all of 2.
Woo!
My good friend Sizzler.
All right, Sizzler.
Step back 5 feet and shoot this mofo. It's a 15 hit.
Yes, it does.
You can have 12.
The dragon priest just falls slowly, leans backward, and just falls over like a large tree, just like, and the ground shakes a little bit, and the dust on the floor of the room, like, slowly levitates up and back down.
I would then like to proceed to tough talk the dead body.
To do what?
Tough talk the dead body.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to say that again.
The tough talk the body that just fell.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's what you get.
tough. Bungo's tough talk. Okay, got it. The dead body now not only seems dead, but also embarrassed.
I'll help Sizzler up.
Thanks, friend. Inspect the body.
All right, so Sizzler, you're gonna inspect the body. Okay, so the body has.
It was a trick.
Yeah,
the body.
Yep, the body is actually not a body. It's there's a dragon priest inside of the troll. No, there's an ornate ceremonial dagger. You also found 2 silver rings and 1 silver amulet. That's what is on the troll's person.
Can I check these items with my
Detecto magic?
Is that what sorry, you cut out, John. Is that what you were saying, detect magic?
Boo?
Okay. Yeah, you do not notice any of you don't notice any magical glow or anything come off any of the items that you have that were in the troll's possession and his person. But you do notice a faint glow coming from seemingly inside of the sarcophagus.
In there.
All right, so scattered across the bottom of the sarcophagus is 220 silver pieces, 50 gold pieces, and 4 spell scrolls. This is what you see the faint light coming off of, Sizzler, the 4 spell scrolls. One is command. Your detect magic spell shows you essentially that one is a spell scroll of command, One is a 2nd level spell scroll of Cure Wounds. One is a 2nd level spell scroll of Inflict Wounds. And the last one is a 2nd level spell scroll of Guiding Bolt.
Okay, well, we'll add all the monies to the group pot. What does command do?
That is a good question.
You give a one-word command like jump,
Oh,
halt,
yeah.
drop,
Grovel.
and they have to make a saving throw against doing that thing.
Cool. I'm definitely taking that one.
There's the link.
Well, if you can cast it normally, then you can do it. So you have a wizard spell list? Is that right?
No.
No.
Well, it's cleric, paladin, warlock. So there you go, Bungo.
Yep.
Yeah, cleric, paladin, warlock. What is your spell? What is your spell class based on, Sizzler? Is that wizard?
No, I don't have any offensive spells whatsoever. It's all just support stuff. So I don't
No,
write that.
it's what class is your list of spells that you can choose from based on, or is it specific to alchemist?
Yeah, it's specific to his, but it's built on. Well, we can figure it out.
It's artificer spell list, so I don't.
Sure, it's
definitely it's wizard.
Yeah, I think it is wizard. I agree. I think it's wizard. It's just built on the wizard base.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't think that you'd be able to use that.
Use a scroll if you don't have the spell.
If it's not,
you have to be able to cast this. Like the spell has to be one that your class can learn and cast to be able to use a scroll. So like clerics can't just like go around fireballing stuff.
So scrolls are useless to people who can't already use the spell in their
They
class.
have to be of a class that has the ability to cast that spell. They're also useful for wizards because wizards can copy scrolls into their spell book, and that's one of the ways that they learn spells.
We did the boss fight wrong because I used a scroll that I didn't know how to use.
That's okay.
Which one?
Thingy.
All right,
well, we'll just have to watch the videos and undo everything.
I will rewind several weeks of information, and we'll go from there.
Maybe he'll get the smoke chamber thing right this time. So scroll of command. Got it.
So then there's the Cure Wounds 2nd level, Inflict Wounds 2nd level, and Guiding Bolt 2nd level.
I can also cast Cure Wounds.
I think that's the only one I can cast, so I think I'll take that one.
Take that. Go for it. Guiding Bolt. That might just be cleric and paladin only.
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
And what was the 4th one?
Inflict Wounds.
Oh, that's me as well.
Wow, Bungo made out like a bandit in this one.
You said we got 2 silver rings and a silver pendant?
2 silver rings, a silver amulet, and an ornate ceremonial dagger. And that was in addition to the 220 silver pieces, the 50 gold pieces, and then the 4 spell scrolls.
Well, being as obsessed with shiny objects as I am, I like the rings and the amulet. The dagger doesn't really interest me.
All right, do you put them on, or do you put them in your sack?
Good question. No, I'm just gonna put them in my bag.
Okay.
All right, I've updated the loot list. You said it was 220 silver and 50 gold, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I've updated.
All right, what now, group?
We should go.
Long rest somewhere, please.
I mean, is the dagger glowing any, or did you detect anything coming from it?
No, there's no. The only magic that Sizzler could detect were specifically from the 4 spell scrolls.
And is this torch not magic?
Oh no, sorry, and the torch. Yes, I apologize. And the torch. That is correct.
Okay. So way back near the beginning of the episode, when I asked like if I put my hand in the fire, did it burn?
Mm-hmm.
I meant like, does my hand get hot?
Sure. I mean, all right. I apologize. The way that you like described it, you're like, I waved my hand over it, doesn't burn, and I was like, no. I mean, it doesn't. Not necessarily. I didn't think you like literally put like your hand in it. I mean,
I
it's
meant,
not.
is it giving? That was, I probably could have worded it better, but what I meant was, is it giving off heat that I can feel?
I see. Okay, so
which is why I went to shove it in my bag when you said
I mean,
no.
yeah, okay, that makes sense now. I mean, the point is, I guess it's not like a hot flame. Like, it's not a flame that you could like all get around to warm up, if that makes sense. If you want to burn something with it and you jam it into something, it will light on fire. But it's not like giving off heat in the sense that like, oh, I want to get warm, like let me get next to this flame. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna, once we loot this body, I'm gonna extra torch it and make sure it's fully engulfed in flame.
Torch the body?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you just keep stabbing this thing with this this magical flame until its entire thing is just essentially a funeral pyre of a troll.
Or he does the whole body. I want to for my. I'd like to cut off its head.
Okay, cut its head off.
The Ulfgar?
I'm doing it for him. I know he likes heads. He would probably like this as a present.
All right, chop its head off with your sickle.
Yeah.
All right, hack, 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 hack. You have a literally the size giant troll head. How big is a giant troll head?
Large-sized creatures are like 10 to 15 feet tall, I think.
Foot head.
Yeah, and giants can be massive.
Let's see.
They can be like 30 to 40.
Yeah, let me see if the size marker is on here. I'm pretty sure it is. And that's a pretty big troll head.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah, where is it? Let's see. Oh, here it is. All right, so it does not have a specific. Let's see. It doesn't have a size listed, but it is very large. I mean, it's a large. Let's see, troll. Doesn't have a list. It's big. It's very big.
Probably like 3 or 4 feet across.
Yeah, very, very big. What are you gonna do with this head that's like as big as you, Sizzler?
It's not that big.
Okay, it's like as wide. It's as wide as you, and like.
Put it in my bag of holding.
How are you gonna fit it in?
Diameter. It's not. The head's not going to be wider than that. There's no way.
What's the diameter of the bag?
The bag is.
I'll let him jam it into his bag of holding. He jams a literal giant troll head into his bag of holding. It barely fits. You hear some like small tearing as you try to like jam it in.
The kobolds are going to come down here now that this door is open. They're going to get all the way down here. They're going to see that this head is gone. And they're just like, they're going to get the worst impression about every single one of our races.
That's on the way out. They won't know. They're not smart enough.
Yeah, it's almost like Craig cast a friend spell on the Kobold Queen, and like maybe they're gonna be looking for you, or maybe they aren't. Okay, so Craig is back. What would you guys like to do?
Rest, please.
We should go.
I've been saying that for like years.
Well, you're pretty heavily burdened down by spell scrolls right now, so we did okay here.
You almost died. Almost disappeared into a nether realm. Who knows with that little thing that just ran off saying it was guarding this troll.
But now we have a story to tell, which feels almost like the point.
Feel like we could have told other
Did
stories.
Sizzler say that?
Something did.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, short rest.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Yeah,
Chirp.
that's true. Okay, so what you notice is that Sizzler, you are not part of this conversation for a second. I'm addressing to everyone but Sizzler. You hear Lena, like you see Lena's mouth opening, but just like seemingly random animal sounds are coming out of it. It's like bird chirps, like dog barks, cow moos, but not anything intelligible.
I mean, to be fair,
But I understood her.
isn't-
Yeah, but Sizzler, you understand what she's saying in plain as day. You don't hear any of the animal sounds.
Lena, are you okay?
Moo.
I mean, I don't know how unnerved I will be. Honestly, most of the time she's just talking about lighting stuff on fire.
Wow, first of all, super offensive to Kenku, and I can't believe you would say that.
Wait, what's offensive? What's going on? What
She caught.
are you talking about?
Lena, are you translating any of this to Sizzler?
No, because I think I figured it out at this point, so I'll just make random animal noises for the hell of it.
Okay. Sizzler, you're now hearing her make animal noises.
Okay.
She's just doing it. She likes it. Yeah, let's just take the break then. I mean, this is probably the safest place in the castle.
All right, you guys are gonna take a rest, long rest, short rest. How's this gonna work?
Just a short one, I think, and then
Long.
if we take a short
Yeah,
rest and then just immediately leave, like this will get us back up enough to where we can get out of this place and then take a long rest. Like honestly, I think resting on the road up the cliff is safer than in here.
Yeah, I generally agree.
Oink, oink.
I mean, like up the road, we fought some twig blights and giant rats. I think we can handle those, but you know, I don't want to be down here if something else goes wrong.
Yep.
Plus, this place is sinking again.
It is?
Yeah, last time, this is out of character, last session, Lena's Wild Magic Surge made this castle sink 7 feet further into the ground.
Oh, that's right. That's what triggered us to want to get out. ASAP Rocky. All right, yeah, let's keep going.
All right, so what's the decision? Short rest?
That's what I'm voting for.
I'd like to leave in general, but I'll leave it to.
I mean, I'm at 2, so I'd prefer to take a long rest. I don't really see the
Well,
disadvantage.
short rest, you can just spend
I
your
only
hit
have-
dice to get
I
hit
only
points
have-
back.
Hit die, so that's gonna get me like
Well,
1
if
to
we
8
get in a
HP.
fight on the way out, you don't die. Plus your con modifier.
I mean, I seem to be outvoted, so I prefer the long rest.
All right, so we have 1 vote for long rest, 1 vote for short rest. Lena, long or short?
I don't care.
All right.
Whatever they want.
Break the tie, Bungo. Long or short?
Short.
Or nothing, I guess. Okay. All right, short rest it is. Everyone use the hit die as you see fit. How long approximately will you be resting?
An hour.
Okay. All right, anyone who wants to use your hit die?
And you can use as many hit dice as you have available.
Correct.
Let's go.
All right, you guys gonna start heading out?
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right. Okay, so as you move back into the circular room,
Old army.
as you move back into the circular room. Oh wait, stop. You are greeted by Usadrill and a kobold army. And she says, "Not so fast. Where do you think you're going?"
Let's get back into the pits.
I
Out.
left the pot roast in the oven. I gotta get back to it.
Mmm. That sounds delicious. Oh, actually, Usadrill can't understand you. Because it just sounds like mooing and stuff to her.
Meow.
He said, "What's wrong with that one?"
That's what we were going to get checked out.
Well, it's a shame. I don't think that's going to happen today.
And why is that?
Trial by combat? I think that's what we'll do.
Wait, you can't just switch it up. You had promised one thing and now you're doing another.
It's strange because I seem to recall someone casting a spell on me.
Yes.
I don't believe that was part of our bargain.
But I didn't make you do anything that you hadn't already said that you would do. Not like I did something that was completely foreign to you.
We are no longer on good terms.
Like just me or you? That's too bad. I liked you.
Yes, you. And she points at Bungo. She says, "If the rest of you would like to leave, I'll give you the same deal that I gave you before. If the rest of you would like to leave and leave the two perpetrators here with me, you can certainly do that. But that one is staying with the fish man. Trial. Trial awaits."
Are you saying I'm gonna sleep with the fish?
Yes, you will be sleeping with the fish.
Is that a
What-
kobold thing?
What sound does a fish make? Glub glub glub.
So
Salmon. Salmon.
Yes, something like that. Like the Pokemon version, right? Where they just say their name over and over again. Salmon, salmon.
all right. I would like to take out a sheet of paper and say, okay, I have one thing I'd like to read real quick. And then I'd like to cast command on her.
With the scroll?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your command?
Well, it's a low saving throw. So first, let's do that.
All right.
This may not matter.
What is your What is your DC?
A whopping 11.
All right, let's see. Oh God, what is her wisdom bonus? Let's see. You might have nailed it. Use the drill. Oh, cool. It's here. No, I think you got it. Yep, you got it. What's your command?
Kowtow?
Excuse me?
The kowtow? To kowtow to somebody?
KOWTOW.
Yeah.
Sure. Like in what sense?
Well, that's up to you. He just picks one word.
Oh.
You know how it works.
Yeah.
I see. Huh.
I was just thinking of a synonym to like grovel, or like plead or beg, and for some reason
Said
kowtow
grovel.
came.
Huh.
Grovel seems kind of boring.
Make her fight the dragon.
That with one word.
I mean, the best word would have been just flee, right? But that's not fun.
We're
But,
about having fun now.
Yeah, so I mean the grovel, even the grovel synonym though is target falls prone and ends its turn, which is the equivalent.
Then let coup de grace her and then take over queen of the kobolds.
All right. I mean, this lasts for one round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as soon as if that does happen, I would start quickly moving towards them and say, "You will release us," and I'll just keep moving.
All right, so she's on the ground, prone, right? That's the grovel equivalent. She's on the ground, prone. And you shout, "You will release us," and start trying to run through the.
Quickly move, confidently move.
Sure.
I just shouted down their boss.
The two kobolds on either side of her sort of like turn around and attend to her, seemingly have fallen prone on her knees or what have you, looking at you. The 6 that are in front of the door draw their weapons and like pull up their shields like 300 style, blocking you in like a cube from the door.
What?
Well, I guess Bungo's gonna have to do a trial by combat.
I mean,
is anyone else going to try to move past them?
Add a character, do we want to just kill her? Because if we do, now's the time.
Well, don't have a lot of HP.
I can magic.
I mean,
missile her?
yeah. I mean, that is a spell. I don't know how long you're gonna let me get a whole nother spell off. But that would be the next move. You can do combat right now.
Okay, can I? Whose turn is it?
I mean, that we're not necessarily in turns yet. I mean, if we're gonna go into turns, that maybe Bungo has used his turn through doing the spell and moving. But if Lena, Ivaris, or Sizzler want to do something, I'll let those actions go through first.
Ivaris and Sizzler, do you want to kill her?
Ivaris is in the bathroom.
Oh yeah,
I'm back.
Okay.
Do you want to kill the queen lady? She's prone right now, but only for one turn.
If somebody starts combat, I'm not gonna not fight. That's for sure.
Okay, I'll go and I'll cast Scorching Ray because I have a scroll.
That's all she needed to hear.
It's just like, I'm sorry, did you say fight? Okay, great.
Are you shooting all three at her?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Prone, so she has disadvantage, right?
You'd think she's prone.
Hold on, sorry. Okay. She has disadvantage on what? She has to save from this somehow?
No. So actually, attack rolls that are made not within 5 feet of her have disadvantage.
I thought that was only. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's counterintuitive,
Well, she's prone, and it's a ranged attack.
I guess. So she's like lying flat on the ground, so she's harder to
Well
hit.
then I don't want to waste my scroll, and I'll
Okay.
just do
All right,
magic missile.
okay, go for it. That's fine. All right, so she takes 11 damage, right?
Yep.
I assume we need to roll initiative now.
Yes. Hold on, wait, let me pull the thing up. Oh crap. Okay, you're fine, Bars. Sizzler. Wow, these are great rolls except for Bungo. All right, let me roll this chick. And let me roll.
Good thing I'm in the middle of 9 different kobolds.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. 19, all right. Okay, so ordering. Sizzler, you go first. Then Lena. Then the kobolds. Usadril got 12. Not 19.
So the round's over. Is she still prone?
She, I would imagine that she would have to use her movement to stand up. So
Okay.
I would imagine she's still prone until it gets to her turn. But I mean, you're pretty early in the order. So Sizzler, you go. Lena, that'll be yours. It seems to make the most sense.
Okay, I'll move over here, and then I will throw an alchemical fire at that one, so it should hit all 6.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, go for it.
Oh god.
Oof. All
Dang,
right.
a little candle action.
Okay. So I have to roll a dex for this guy, huh?
All
8.
of them.
All right. Everyone takes 1 damage.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually. I mean, overall, it's pretty good.
It's 6 damage.
Yeah, that's not bad. That would have been really funny if you wiped them all out with it, though.
That's what I was hoping.
Okay, so that they all take 1 damage. Are you anything else with your turn, Sizzler?
You
All
should
right.
get back behind me.
Is that right?
All right. So now we're gonna start with some kobolds. One is going to protect their queen and attack.
And I get to go again?
No.
Okay.
If you rolled low, I would have let you go again, but you not if you basically go immediately again afterward. Let's see. So we're gonna get some dagger action on Bungo. Dagger action on Bungo.
Jesus Christ, bro. What are you doing?
At 2 kobold.
Oh my god.
And then we're gonna get some sling, 2 thrown daggers, and 2 slings.
Thank God, missed on those.
All right, that I gotta stay with the stabby, huh? Is that what? All right, then we have these 2, which will both be stabby, since that seemed to work out well.
No.
On either?
Yep.
Jeez Louise, you have 15?
I have 16.
Oh, you're balling out of control now with that warlock level. All right, it is Ivaris' turn.
Well, I'm gonna move up, pull out my short sword and shield, and I will make an attack with advantage.
Go for it. Neither of those hit.
That's so disappointing.
Just wildly swinging at this body on the ground and misses.
I rush forward to chop her head off. Oh god.
No, that's Ulfgar's thing, not mine.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. It's Usadril's turn. So she... Oh, what does she want to do? There's so many good options. What does this even do? Oh, wow. Okay. So she is going to cast Chromatic Orb at you.
Oh, that's not fun. What?
For poison damage. Not at you, Craig, sorry. At Ivaris.
Yeah, 24 hit.
All right. So, you are going to take 19 damage. 19 poison damage.
Cool.
Die.
All right. It is Bungo's turn. And she says, "How dare you?"
How dare you? I want to hex her.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Shoot her with a bow and arrow.
What ability score are you giving her disadvantage on? Ability check.
I mean, I'll stick to Dex. I don't think it really matters right now. So 17.
Yep, 17 hits. All right, she takes 10 plus what, 5? Or are you gonna roll it again? We're in a different fight. Okay, it's 5 anyway. All right, so she takes 15. She's looking rough.
Didn't have to be this way. This is your fault. I'm done.
She says, "You could have saved your friends by surrendering." Sizzler.
Then I'm gonna throw some fire right here, so that should hit.
Those 4? Okay. All right, that would be shitty. Okay, yep, that's gonna be shitty. All right, those 4 all take 4 damage. Ouch. Angry kobolds are angry. Lena.
She's still prone.
No, she's not.
I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at her.
All right, do it. All right, last one hits. You have murdered Usadrill. You murderer.
More like usurped a drill.
Ooh. She's dead.
Did she drop any good loot?
She does not.
Disappointing.
You can check her body afterward, but nothing. It didn't seem like she had any particular note. It seems like she gave you sort of all of her riches, if you will, when you interacted with her because she was so grateful.
Well, to be fair, we never checked inside of her body.
That is true. Which you.
We do know that you can find silver inside people.
Hey, it is not. Yeah, it is now within the kiln of reality that people just puke silver. So maybe she has some stuff in her pockets. Maybe she has some stuff in her stomach. We're not exactly sure at this point.
Okay, I'm done.
Her, she just sort of yelps and collapses into a pile, which seems to send the kobold warriors into a frenzy. And so they start wildly stabbing at sort of anything and everything they can. So these 4 are going to stab at Bungo. These 4 are going to stab at Lena. I'm going to shift them around. All right, so 4 at Lena and 4 at Bungo. First 4 will be at Bungo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 4 will be at Lena. 1, 2, 3, 4. So take your damage accordingly, and it is Ivaris' turn.
Who looks to be in bad shape?
The 2 that are closest to the door, yeah, that they didn't move. They're in real bad shape. And then also we'll say the other 2, the 2 closest to the door are in bad shape. Yep, and whoever's pinging at those 2 also look like they're in very bad shape.
All right, well, I'm going to use my second wind as a bonus action and get some hit points.
Okay.
And I will dab.
Lena, how much damage did you take from that? 9? That hits.
13.
Oh, okay. That's a lot. Yep, that. Which one are you swinging at of ours? Sorry. Okay, so that's
The one
not.
next to me.
Okay, so that's not one of the ones that was injured previously. No, that was one of the ones that took 1 damage previously. Okay.
And I will. I'll go ahead and expend a superiority die to disarm him.
All right. You chop off both of his arms.
Dope.
Does that cause damage?
No, and you're
losing arms.
No, sure. In your you sort of the way that you like hit him to try to get him to drop his sword is actually enough damage just to kill him outright. So you you're in your attempt to disarm him, you accidentally kill him.
Cool. And then I'm done.
All right. So Bungo, it's your turn.
Woot. Yeah, I'll move my hex over to one of the healthier looking ones around me.
Sure. So the one right above you, the one exactly 1 square above you, is the healthiest of the 3 around you. Yes.
All right, drop the short bow, and short sword somebody. Oof, 9. I imagine misses.
No, 9 does not hit.
Yep. Okay, I am done.
All right, Sizzler.
I will peek through the doorway here. Ooh, where's a good spot?
You see a snarling kobold.
Fire here, and that should hit the 2 that are above Lena.
Okay. All right. Whew. Finally.
And then I'll duck behind the door.
All right. Lena.
I'm taking off my mask.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. Anyone within... Anything within 10 feet takes radiant damage up to half my level, so 2 damage. And then on each of my turns, I deal extra radiant damage to one target when I hit them with a spell.
Okay, so how much damage do they take straight up?
2 each.
2 each. Okay.
Don't look at her. She's hideous.
Yeah, they are freaked out. Okay.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah,
Moo moo. Cluck cluck.
Yeah, that's what they hear. They hear you making like weird animal sounds at them, and then now apparently they're like burning from random light damage coming out of your face. It's not. It's a bad.
Cool.
They found themselves in a bad situation.
I am also going to cast Magic Missile.
All right.
And I'm.
Are you using sorcery points to quicken it?
No, because that's just a
The
move.
radiant is an action.
Yeah, it's an action.
So.
Well, you only get one action, and Magic Missile is also an action.
Lena, I'll let you cast Magic Missile if you roll on the Wild Magic table.
Okay.
I just want you to keep doing that.
I do. I really like it a lot. I'm just
bargain.
gonna, I'm just gonna let you keep doing it, but you have to keep rolling. Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up.
Do you want me to roll attack first?
Yeah, you could do that, and then just when you get a second, pop your number.
How are you splitting up the missiles? Are you doing them all at one, or?
No, I'm gonna hit 3 of them with one. So it's gonna be 1d4 plus 1 per one that I hit.
Okay,
These 2 have taken 7, and then the other 2 closest to you have taken 3.
Sorry, so which ones are you hitting?
So I'm gonna hit the 3 next to me, so the one north, northeast, and east. And then since I'm hitting them, they each take radiant damage equal to my level.
Which is 3?
Once. You can do that once to one target.
You're breaking
Per
my
turn.
balls, man.
Okay, well you kill one of them outright. You kill the one that took 7 damage. If you hit that with a 4, then you kill him.
Okay.
So the other 2, I mean, if you pick one of them to do your level 2, it dies as well.
Okay.
So then this one's just the other one's alive, but looking pretty bad.
Okay, and then I'll roll. You want 1d100?
Yeah. Ooh, okay. That's a pretty low number.
I was like, did she roll?
Okay, let me pull up the table. All right, so okay. All right. Lena, this is just getting worse and worse for you. I really love this from a narrative perspective. All right, I'm sending you your fate via whisper.
Oh boy.
So funny. I won't let me send this. Okay. I'll gotta restart. It's process.
What if you just whispered it real quietly out loud?
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking Helen Keller over here.
Okay, just so now, I mean, since you could see it on stream, and since Lena just sort of gave it away, she lost the ability to hear for one day.
Okay.
and she's can only speak in animal sounds to anyone but Sizzler for one day. So keep using that wild magic table. I love it. All right. Kobold's turn. So the remaining kobolds. Same thing. We're gonna get 2 attacks at Lena, 2 attacks at Or sorry, 2 attacks at Lena, 3 attacks at Bungo. 1, 2, 3 for Bungo. 1,
Okay.
2 for Lena. And then it is Ivaris' turn.
Step up 2, step into the streets, and attack. Actually, I'm not gonna step up. I'm just gonna shoot at him with a longbow.
All right, go for it. That hits.
And that's the one furthest to the west.
All right, kill him. He's dead.
And I'm done.
All right, cool. Bungo.
How's everyone looking?
In the party or?
Yeah, like HP wise, yeah. I mean, I'm
Can you see my bar?
No, I can't.
Oh. I look about 66% okay.
66.6, repeating, of course, percent okay.
I imagine Lena's got to be looking pretty rough.
Well, no one can tell because she's just like right lord over there.
I think I'm the only one that can heal us. So I'm going to disengage. I'm going to pick up my bow. And I'm going to cheese it. Sizzler, protect me.
All right, so you're taking... did you disengage, you said? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I disengaged.
Okay, sure. Okay, great. All right, that's fine. All right, Sizzler, your turn.
Valiantly step in front of Bungo.
Yeah. You're now protecting a Bungo.
Fire.
All right. Let's see it. All right, probably need to make this save. I don't.
You mean there?
I do not make the save. So who does it hit?
These two.
Yeah, they die. In a flaming, horrible death.
Well, everybody.
Look at you. Look at you go, Sizzler. Sizzling things. Lena, it's your turn.
They take 2 damage.
You can't hear anything.
That's fine. They take 2 damage.
You don't hear them taking the damage, but okay, they take it.
And then we'll do magic missile again.
Okay.
And I'll break it up. Which one looks weaker?
They both look very, very hurt.
Okay.
He also takes 2 damage.
Well, shoot 2 magic missiles at one, and then have the other one take the extra damage.
Yes.
All right.
So
they both die.
Okay, cool.
Everyone, but well, not even everyone. Ivaris, roll a perception for me. Okay, you hear like shouting and footsteps coming from the hallway behind you.
We should go now.
Lena, you can't hear. Lena, just for clarification's sake, you cannot hear Ivaris yelling, "Go."
I'll start running towards the door.
All right.
Same. She'll figure it out.
I can see them all running though, so I'll just...
absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Until you roll blindness for 1 day.
Close the doors. Wait, before we go, can we check what's her face?
Sure. I'll let Ivaris roll an insight or investigation because since he was over her body, I'll let him roll. Unless someone wants to go back and roll, you can do that too, but it's going to take like an extra turn. Yeah. Okay.
Nailed it.
Yep, you got it. So you find, we'll say, let me pull her sheet.
I just grab her body and book it.
Okay.
I'm just taking it with me. I'll search it later.
Okay, fair.
And that's why I get it so good.
You throw her body over your shoulder and you just start to run. That works. All right, so you guys make it. Is everyone outside of the Citadel?
Trying to.
Yep, you can keep moving. All right. So, as you recall from Ivaris, you're gonna keep carrying our body. You're gonna search it out here.
I'll keep going.
All right.
I'm gonna pick my way carefully across
Yeah.
this holy ground over there.
So as those of you who participated in the very beginning of Sunless Citadel may recall, the area outside of the castle is very unstable ground. It is even, you notice that it is even more unstable now that the castle has sunk further into the ground. It's very craggy. The rocks are uneven, and like with each step that you take, like there are just rocks like collapsing under your feet, and you keep like one foot will sink a foot or a couple inches, and the other foot will when you step, and it's just you have to move very slowly and very carefully through this area. It's even harder to do it, Ivaris, when you're carrying a kobold on over your shoulder.
Yeah, I'll take a quick peek, turn her pockets out.
Okay. You find 52 silver pieces and 12 gold pieces.
So then the rest of us will just move carefully through the area.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll tiptoe through the tulips.
Okay.
Are the kobolds still coming after us?
You do not notice any kobolds coming out of the castle. You guys make your way back to sort of the hold on, I have to switch the actual map. You all make your way back to the cliff. The cliff face, if you recall it, actually there's like a rope.
Series of switchbacks.
Yeah. To get back up into the area, your rope is still there. I believe Bungo just like slid down like a boss, but the rest of you, I think, climbed on some rope and ladder and different pieces of rock, and so you're back there.
Okay, so we'll keep going.
Yeah, I mean, so what would you guys
make our way back up?
Sure. Yep. You slowly, unless you want to do some fancy pants stuff, you slowly make your way up the rope. You climb out of the pit, up the side of the cliff face via the stairs and various footholds, etc. And you find yourself at the top of the sort of ravine, looking down into the Sunless Citadel. Again, it's sunken a bit further than when you had originally come to the area, and it seems like it's nighttime. It's difficult for you to tell sort of what time of night, but it's certainly dark, and it seems like the area is fairly clear, though. You don't see like any creatures or animals or other things out and about.
Okay. Can we leave it here?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think this is where we will end for tonight. You, again, for Sizzler, didn't participate in making it to the Sunless Citadel, but it's a short journey. What was it, like an afternoon or something?
It was like a half a day, I think.
Yeah, like roughly half a day journey back to town from on foot from here. And so next session, which will be next Wednesday, we can pick it up from there.
So should we end by taking a long rest since it's nighttime anyway? At night?
If that's what you guys want to do, I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yes. I am very low on HP, and I am Helen Keller.
All right, so we have 2 for a long rest. Anyone else?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take watch.
Okay. All right, so you can do your long rest. And what level are you guys? 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
You get to be level 4 when you wake up from your long rest. Except for Craig, he has 3 more weeks of level 3.
Do you guys want one of my levels?
No, Craig, I'm just kidding. Everyone can be level 4. So make sure that your character sheets are leveled up for next week. Okay?
All right. Good night.
All right, good night, everybody.
Night,
Thanks.
everybody.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, it was fun.
See you.
Bye.
Rip Pinrap.